So hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Dan Bromberg. I'm the Director of Academic Programs for the Carsey School of Public Policy. So first of all, for those of you that are engaged in our Serve and Learn program, we're so glad that you're able to join us. And thank you so much for all that you've been doing over the last year or so. We know that it has been a challenge, but without all of your work, obviously we wouldn't be getting through this and where we're currently at. So we're thrilled that you're able to join us. We're thrilled that you're able to engage in our courses. For those of you not engaged in Serve and Learn, welcome to this presentation from the Carsey School. I'm going to talk just briefly about a couple of the opportunities for the Serve and Learn students, and then I'll move more into our academic presentations. At the end, what we're going to hopefully do is just open it up to whoever's on and turn you all into panelists, so we could actually have a conversation together. So I'll stop sharing my screen and we could have that conversation. So this is just for the Serve and Learn students. We're going to be offering 4 courses in the spring semester that we'll be able to offer at a pretty high discount for all of you. However, if you look here, only this Care Work, Public Policy, and COVID course is a graduate level course. For those of you with your bachelor's already, that would be the graduate level course that would transfer into any one of our public service degree programs. These 3 courses here are undergraduate courses, and then for those of you that are still working towards your bachelor's, these 3, and I'll go through each of them, so I'll just do that now. This one is going to be offered starting in March. So March 22nd, as you can see, it runs through May 13th. And it really will cover, everything related to care work, public policy, and COVID, and how COVID has kind of changed the nature of care work and the economy and public policy in relation to all of that. So that's being taught by one of our faculty members. Her name is Carolyn Arcan. We could share that syllabus with anyone who is, interested in learning more about that. And all of these courses are going to have a limited number of slots that we have available. They all have certain capacities, and they're going to be smaller than the current J-term course that we're offering that those of you are taking. So this is a graduate level course. It will be taught online. The next 3 courses, what we can do is kind of share the faculty member's name if you're interested in taking these courses. These are all offered out of the Public Service and Nonprofit Leadership Program, which is housed out of the University of New Hampshire in Manchester. They're also online courses, but as you'll see, they're full semester courses. They have live online sessions. This one meets on Wednesday at 6 p.m. And this is about New Hampshire politics and action. All of them are going to engage in content that is related to those of you engaged in the COVID response. We also have Wicked Problems, Puzzles, and Public Policy. Once again, an undergraduate course. This one has a live session from 6 to 7:30. Connecting some national policy, how the United States spends its money, tax policy. So once again, how these all intersect with COVID is going to be interesting to bring to the table with the professor in this, and that's Stephen Pimpere, who I'm happy to share his contact information if anyone is interested. And the last course at UNH Manchester is research for political and policy action. So various methods as far as how you might do research, related to politics and policy. This one meets on Monday nights from 6 to 7:30. So and that also is going to be online. So those 3 courses from UNHM are all undergraduate courses. That one course that we're going to be doing at the Carsey School is a graduate course. And once again, they do have a set capacity. So if you're interested, please feel free to reach out to me and we could work through the process of getting you enrolled. I'm going to flip over to just discussing the Carsey School and some of our master's programs more generally. And then when I finish that presentation, I'll open it up for questions and conversations. So one of the nice parts of the Carsey School is that we have a number of different aspects to the work we do, right? So we have research, we have engagement, and we have advocacy. We have community involvement in a lot of what we do. So our students really do get engaged across the board at our various centers. Some of you, may know of New Hampshire Listens. Those of you taking the J-term course, you're engaging with New Hampshire Listens, right? The folks who are teaching that course are all part of New Hampshire Listens, which is our civic engagement initiative out of the Carsey School. So being a student, you really do get to cut across everything we do and engage in both research and action in the community. We offer 4 academic programs. We have a Master in Public Policy. We have a dual degree with a Master of Public Policy and a Juris Doctorate, right? So if you're looking to get a law degree, you combine that with your Master in Public Policy. We have an MPA that is offered online, and we actually have an executive MPA for those of you that have been in service for some time. And we have a Master in Community Development, which is also offered online. So a number of different options. I'll touch on them, each briefly, and then happy to expand further if people are interested in that. Our MPP program, I would say it really is our most traditional program. These are typically cohort-based classes. And really the goal here is to learn how to make impactful policy, how to advocate for that policy, whether that be through strategic communication and just strategic development of policy, and then learn how to analyze that policy as well. It is a 40-credit program. We have 2 different tracks in that program. We have a policy analysis track, and we have a strategy and communications track. The experiential learning components of that program are a real highlight. We spend a week in DC meeting with very high-level policymakers, from folks at the Pentagon to folks in the White House to the State Department. You name it, we try to go there. And we're meeting with people who have, really, really well-established careers. And, we're talking about policy, we're talking about career paths, we're networking. So a really great experience. Our capstone and our internship experiences are also a great opportunity for our students to engage, in real life policymaking and really take a stab at what that looks like. Our Masters of Public Administration is to some degree the flip side of policymaking, right? It's the implementation of public policy. So I like to think about, our MPA as, how does one run an organization in the public or nonprofit sector? So a mission-driven organization that is in an extremely heightened political environment. And if you're able to pull that off, it looks quite, different from running a for-profit organization. So our students really learn the nuances of how to run and manage an organization. And then with that, the implementation of public policy. This program is fully online, and starting in the fall, we are going to be offering the executive MPA online, which is 10 courses. So that's for those of you who already have 5 years of service under your belt, or a 12-course online program for those of you that are kind of new to this field and just getting into it. But pretty straightforward. We map it out pretty clearly for you. And I could discuss that a little bit further as we move on. And then last is our Masters in Community Development. So if our MPP is the implementation of policy, the development and advocacy of public policy, our MPA is the implementation of public policy, our Master in Community Development really talks about that ground up delivery of projects and programs. It really covers aspects of public policy, aspects of administration, but primarily, the heart of the Master in Community Development program is your capstone project, which is in a series of courses. So unlike our other programs where the capstone project is your culminating assignment, in the Master in Community Development, you start your capstone project on day 1, you design it, you learn how to manage it, you implement it, and then you evaluate it. So these capstone series of courses really do form kind of that heart of the community development program. Our students are out in communities working on the ground level. So really looking at grassroots networks, pulling them together, combining both government, the for-profit sector, and community members, to fully implement a program or a project. It's a 36 credit online program. There are 9 core required courses, 3 electives, and once again, a 4-course sequence related to your capstone project that starts on, really your first day with us. There are always opportunities to enhance your degree. You could add any of these credentials to your degree. And for the most part, we've mapped them out so they actually don't take any more time and they shouldn't cost you any more money. So for example, if you wanted to do a data science degree and a master's of public policy, we have mapped that out so you could actually do both of those together, graduate with both credentials, and not take any more time or spend any more money. So it's a pretty cool opportunity to really take advantage of all that UNH has to offer and, dig into different aspects of UNH. So while the Carsey School could offer you certain, aspects related to public policy, if you could dig in and grab that data science graduate certificate while you're here, we really see them as complementary programs and a great opportunity for our students. Just to give you a little sense of where some of our grads go, our alum go, really, honestly, all over the world. We have students obviously doing stuff on the seacoast in New Hampshire, but we have students that are, working in Africa right now in development projects. We're working in Latin America on development projects. We have students in DC. We have students, throughout the New Hampshire delegation in all of our delegates' offices, students in Boston, throughout the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So really our students do end up in, a number of different types of organizations, from advocacy to policy implementation to working, in the legislature for politicians, to running nonprofits and running, state and local agencies. Our admissions process is pretty straightforward. We need some transcripts from you, right? So your official transcripts. We need a personal statement from you, which I would say, is really important when we're assessing our applicants. Personal statements help to let us know how well of a writer you are. Why are you interested in our program? So certainly something we look at. We need 3 letters of recommendation, a resume. Our GREs are currently, actually they're being postponed right now for the MPP program. So at this point, there are no test scores required. For international applicants, we do require the TOEFL. And otherwise, then there's the application fee. And we have, admission specialists who help you walk through that process. Our tuition, is $785 per credit or $865 per credit for those out of state. There are so many opportunities, to help with that burden. Carsey School scholarships. We offer both MPP and MCD fellowships. And that executive program for the MPA really does cut down on cost as well because of the credits. We've limited the number of credits in that program. And for those of you in Serve and Learn, you're able to apply the courses that you're taking, especially the course you're taking right now, towards your degree. So that's a nice bonus there too. We also offer a number of education awards through a number of different partners. So if you check out our partnership page, you can learn a lot more. We have a match for, City Year, Peace Corps, AmeriCorps. We have a relationship with the City of Concord and, various other entities. These are all community development specific entities. So for those of you engaged in community development, loads of opportunities. We try to help, alleviate that burden of paying for your graduate education. So please feel free to visit us, at UNH, carsey.unh.edu. Once again, my name is Dan Bromberg. You're welcome to shoot me an email. If you have specific questions around admissions, you could shoot my colleague Sanjeev Sharma an email. And then Robin Husledge is always around to answer, any questions that come up. She's happy to help you walk through that, the process and the program and connect you with whomever would be best.